everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Giants going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete. Okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Gallman. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Over the middle to Beckham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
First down, Prescott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Gallman will run it. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott to throw this time. And Davis with it left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Past the 20. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That's a big league run. Takes him down inside the 5-yard line. And momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will get you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will knot us up at 10. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a first down throw. Well, and an alley to run. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on 1st down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The New York set to take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 65 yards. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And now with the play clock winding down, Ben McAdoo's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets past one man. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the 20. Yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, You've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Second down, Prescott. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Prescott from the gun on third. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he fields it cleanly. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. First down, it's Webb. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 46 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, if there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
10 yards still left on second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Giant territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Prescott yet again. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Giants ready to come out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Webb now from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket up?
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
2nd down, 8.
Let's go! 319! 319! All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Marty! Let's go! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Operating from the gun, Webb. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shouting through the defense. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff looking right, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On 2nd down, Webb. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on their second.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Webb. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Davis has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish tight matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A play fake, now Webb. Forced out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Reuben Foster picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott to throw this time. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go. Green.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Oh.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now out come the Giants. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on third down. Webb to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
They run it with McKinnon. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Colts going up against the Jaguars.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Luck. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Bortles now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars getting set to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when it earns...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Bortles. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The drive starts with a handoff to P-Ryan. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again with Pirine. And some space here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Shift together here from the D-line. Luck on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. On first and 10, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
They'll run it with Jackson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Just beating the play clock is Luck. And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Jags. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Lee's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, it's long. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. The run, this is Jackson, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. And the Bills have taken the lead over Miami. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They go play action here on first down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And finding Pruitt. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On second down, here's Fournette. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Slow.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense. Get the ball back for our offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And they're pushed back after the penalty, still 2nd down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return will stop right around the 25. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Bortles now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, it's Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3-point.
And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Here we go now. 39. Slow.
To throw is Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From his goal line here, Luck. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by a former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. From the gun, here's Luck. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked.
And he will have a touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. On first down, Locke. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a first down throw, Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, here's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us. Stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Fighting ahead at the 15. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A shotgun snap for Locke. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bortles now on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Looking left side. He's got it complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Bortles going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he whips that one incomplete there. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Ace.
Shift together here from the D-line. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Steps away to his left. And incomplete here on third down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The throw on second down is Locke. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the home team here, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.